Guys, the other day, Justin told me that he's never succeeded an R7 special upgrade. So I went ahead and got our second R7 that same day on the sword here, just to show him that content creator luck is real. Look how far we've come, guys. From NakedVu to KodeVu. So I believe it's time to update our Mabinogi talent tier list. Starting with Close Combat, the literal best DPS in the game right now due to Elemental Knight Arcana. See the smash? Boom. Now look at this smash. A tier. But why not S tier? Didn't you just say it's the best DPS? I did, but Magic comes pretty close. If it can compete with Close Combat without an Arcana, it will surely beat it with one. And guess what? The Magic Arcana is coming soon. S tier. Archery. I've had the pleasure of meeting many endgame archers who can compete in DPS. However, they all agree that it takes an incredible amount of investment to do so. So I put it in B tier, except that its Arcana is also coming out very soon. Therefore, I'm throwing it up to at least A tier, potentially S. We'll see. Lance Combat. Trash tier. Adventurer. Also trash, but fun. Alchemy, literally the best utility in the game. You can shock, freeze, prevent aggro. It's got some damage, but just like archery, requires a lot of investment. So B tier. Martial arts. Is known for the best single target DPS in the game, but the further you get into the game, the less opportunities you have to actually single target. Everything comes in mobs, and the most difficult bosses can't be knocked down, so C tier. Music lets you run faster, attack quicker, hit harder, and so much more. I've seen people buff my attack by over 50%. Fantastic Course is also broken, slowing enemies and reducing their stats by 30%. A tier for supports. Speaking of supports, Holy Arts, which used to be trash, now has its own Arcana called Harmonic Saint. If you haven't perfected the dungeon or don't have elite pros carrying you, having a Harmonic Saint feels so freaking good. S tier support. Puppetry. I'm gonna make some of y'all mad here, cause I know people who love Puppetry really love Puppetry, and I'm sorry if you're one of them, cause the only thing this talent is useful for me is this move. D tier. Gergashi, Succubus Queen, Irison. What do these enemies all have in common? They all have an ability that requires you to break a shield weakened not by damage, but by hits. The faster you attack, the faster it goes down. And that's all dual guns are useful for. Don't bother telling me I'm wrong, because I know I'm not. You can do so in the comments below, but I won't be reading them. D tier. Ninja has saved my butt a million times due to Shadow Cloak. Basically, in Elf Hide, you can use mid-combat, as well as Shadowbind, keeping monsters stunned while you wait for your cooldowns or plan your next move. Super useful. Also, this move is freaking cool. B tier. Chain Slash. Ridiculously OP early game, continues to be useful late game because of Anchor Rush, which gives you mobility and iframes, as well as Death Mark, increasing damage to targets by 25% and lets you do this. B tier. I usually hate life skills, but I found that cooking and glyphwriting are pretty cool. Buffing your teammates just like music, and healing glyphs have saved me a bunch whenever I can't use potions or pets, which happens surprisingly often in the late game. B tier. Pet training. Having strong pets help a lot. Also, Hillwind Engineering and Magic Crafting make nearly all of the current endgame items, therefore A tier. Smithing is only really good for making Celtics and this other stupid noob sword called Seluna Blade, as well as Carpentry for bows, unless you like Puppetry. It makes pretty strong puppetry gear, so let's put them next to Puppetry. Tailoring, trash. Medicine, trash. Well, except for these potions, they seem pretty useful, and this one. Alright, I'll bump up Medicine to D tier, but not Tailoring, no. You stay right there. Transmutation is kind of like a support for life skills. Need ore? Turn the ones you don't need into the ones you do. I heard you can also do duplicate materials, break down items, create new things, fusing stuff you don't want. I'd put this around D tier, but turns out a few skills I consider alchemy, such as rain casting and hydra, are actually part of transmutation, which I find very useful, so C tier. And lastly, Mercantile, aka commercing. I ran a who can make the most gold in 1 hour challenge a while ago, where the winner was +00, who made 6 million gold in just 1 hour commercing. Why farm gear if you can just buy it? S tier. There you have it, folks, my current Mabinogi talent tier list. If you disagree, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Peace.